Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Adam at All Things Bonsai. Just a quick juniper to show you today. It's a Chinese juniper. So what we've got is a reasonably mature tree. I'd have thought this was probably about 30 years old. Got some good gin work just on the front here, and then up here we've got 1, 2, 3 branches, 4 here, and then the little top section. Now I like this tree, but we've just got it and I want to do some work on it. And what I want to do is just get the drops going. At the moment it's far too wide at this point here, and there's nothing in this space here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire it and I'm going to drop these branches down to try and fill this space. Basically that's the aim of this video. So yeah, we'll crack on with that and we'll see what happens. Got a combination of wires, 2.5mm, some 2mm, and some 1.5 at the moment. Might get some other stuff if we need it. Now this branch is going to be quite straightforward. It's quite thin. There's a couple of smaller sub branches coming off it, so I'm thinking this one isn't going to be a problem. And then if we spin round to the back, there's another one of the branches just coming off here. Can you see? With 2 branches coming off there and then 4 branches coming off to cover that. The problem branch is the one at the front here. Can you see? Now this one is considerably thicker than the other ones, but I still want to try and get a drop in there as well, so we're probably going to need some heavier gauge wire and to do some more serious bending on that and see if it's really possible, you know. Rather than use one big heavy wire, I'm using a couple of spirals of the 2.5, and I'm just putting them on so they run the same sort of pattern running down the branch, i.e. they don't cross over each other. That's the first branch just about wired. I still didn't get the bend that I wanted in this, so what I've done is I've run a small wire just through the wire that's on the branch. I'm just going to lash that round there, and then because we've got all these gins on here, there's no reason why I can't just attach this to this and pull it down in a way. So let's try and get it, I think, about there. Just try that, see how that looks. Maybe even a bit more. I wonder if I'll get it down to about there. Look, that's where I want it to be. Look, I want it to be about there. So there we go, that's the kind of drop that I was after, just a really good profound drop. In terms of how long we're going to leave the wires on for, I think it's probably going to be about 12 months. Just taking a break from the time-lapse thing, just to show you this little bit here. Look, can you see where there's 2 branches coming off the major branch, just at the same point. So one of those is going to have to be removed. I think we'll remove this little one here. Now that I've got those large wires on, I'm just going through and putting smaller wires just on the end branches. Let me just do a bit of a top-down thing so you can actually see the way that the branch is laid out just from the top. Look, so yeah, hopefully that'll help you. Look, so we'll pop that there. Everything comes out almost like a fan, and the same again here. Look, there we go. Can you see? There we go. Just wondering if this whole branch has got to go. Now what I could do is I could keep this one here, but I could get rid of all this one, and then if I bring this one over, it'll not only fill the space, but it's more malleable. I can bend it down and I can wire it more easily. It won't just be sticking out this far. If you're new to wiring bonsais, then the best way to do it is generally to start at the bottom and work your way up. I think that's the way that most people approach it. That's that branch done. Done a little tiny gin just on there as well, just to do something with that stub. I actually quite hate that stub now, so I think I'm probably gonna take that off after we've finished. Just a note on the branch drops. Why do we do it? I mean, if you think about it, right? We had 4 branches initially, but by the time I'm done, I'm probably going to have 8 or possibly 10 branches. So I've increased the total number of branches on the tree, and when it fills back out, it's going to look like a far better bonsai, I think. Plus, as we said, we've brought some branches down into the lower proportion of the tree, so we've lowered the triangle, if you see what I mean. It's not quite as high up as it was before. And the final benefit really is that there's no need to worry too much about keeping the branches nice and short, i.e. you can let them grow downwards, and if the bottom branches, if they get too long, well, you can just remove those, can't you, because the upper branches will grow down to fill the space. So you give the tree a way to grow without having to necessarily worry too much about keeping the actual size of the branches quite short, if you see what I mean. Still new to doing YouTube, although we've been doing bonsai for a long time, so if you fancy, give us a like or a subscribe. Both things are very helpful. So I hope we've increased the quality of the tree, and we've given the tree room to grow and develop in the future. I think if we look back at the original picture, it's just one sort of large sort of solid mass, which is only ever going to stay the same. It really had little scope for improvement. So I think by doing this, we've given the tree the potential to develop and increase quality in the future. And we're just about done at that, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked the video. We'll be producing some more, so yeah, I will see you soon.